If you want to create more emotive storytelling images for your clients without needing to scroll Pinterest for inspiration before every session, you're exactly where you should be, because I'm going to talk you through a habit you can form that will not only make you more creative, but it will also help you get clarity and reach your goals faster. Welcome to day 2 of intuitive posing. I'm Twyla Jones, and I've taught thousands of photographers that lack confidence in their work to come into alignment with their true selves, to begin fulfilling their artistic purpose and connect with their inner voice. If you're just joining, go back and watch day 1, where I address the root cause of your lack of inspiration for your sessions and discuss the habits you need to start and stop to infuse more creativity into your work. I want to start by talking about how I define intuitive posing. I hosted a discussion on Clubhouse after posting the day 1 video, and that was actually one of the first questions I received. What is intuitive posing? It occurred to me I might have made that term up, so I'll define what it means to me and its significance in your work. Often, we are taught we need to curate a list of poses before going into a shoot. I don't know about you, but this is really distracting for me because it doesn't allow me to really see the beauty and connections before me. And when I'm preoccupied with having to check off and refer back to some list, it really takes away all of the creativity and storytelling from the session. What I want, and what I'm guessing you may also want if you're here, is to show up to family and couple shoots full of inspiration and ideas that allow me to pivot when I encounter something that isn't going just as planned, which is literally every single session. You may have curated all of these sweet photos of kids laughing and hugging their mom, but then you show up and the kids are pissed off, they hate sand, and they don't want to listen to anything or you or the mom say. Or maybe you show up and dad is in the worst mood ever, and it shows in every single photo you take of him. Because you had a plan, this can really throw you off your game. So the goal of intuitive posing is to enable you to just show up for your shoot, be fully present, and be the creative creature that you are, and guide and direct your subjects from a more authentic place. And that leads to images that are more inspired by your location, your subjects, and most importantly, your inner voice as an artist. You'll begin creating more unique work that is really reflective of the unique mix of everything that makes you, you. Have you ever heard the saying, where your thoughts go, energy flows? If you want to be more creative, and if you want to create more emotive storytelling, or whatever your words may be, images, it's absolutely necessary that you spend time actually thinking about what that looks like and how you can do it better and where your inspiration comes from, instead of seeking out all of these shortcuts that are just created and inspired by somebody else, if you want to be more fulfilled by the work that you create. So this brings me to the entire point of this video. You're gonna start a journal. Okay, so I know I always thought that this idea was kind of lame and wasn't actually going to help me. As a mom of 3 with ADHD, I have also never been able to find a way to make this actually work for me. I own 20 different planners and probably 20 different beautiful moleskin notebooks, and they're all scattered around my house. And I have never been able to use any of these tools consistently, and I've certainly never been able to retrieve the very important or inspired thing I wrote down in them. If this is you, I want to turn you on to something that has been life-changing for me. So you're going to need a couple of things. You do need an iPad and an Apple Pencil for this to be most effective, but you can totally buy these used and refurbished to save money. And honestly, I've wasted more money on planners and notebooks than the cost of these 2 amazing tools. Okay, so now that you have your iPad, I need you to download GoodNotes. You can create journals, organize them into folders, import planners and guided journals, and so much more. And it also is going to sync to your iPhone and be accessible on any browser. If you're interested in learning more about this and how I use it, let me know in the comments and I can make more videos for you to show you how I make the most out of it. But for today, I want to focus on effective ways to journal about your sessions and ideas and goals that will directly impact your photography in really significant ways. So here are my 5 journal prompts to guide you. And you can check out the description in this video to download a journal template that I created, and you can print it or load it into your GoodNotes to help guide you. So instead of scrolling Pinterest, I want you to journal about your upcoming sessions. I like to send questionnaires and have Zoom calls with my clients after they book so that I can really get to know them and their desires, and most importantly, their pain points in order to do this effectively. Okay, so journal prompt number 1. Client theme. If you had to describe the feel of the shoot that you're planning for this client, what would it be? Number 2, 4 words to channel during the session. What words can you call upon during the shoot to help inspire you to connect your subjects with each other and their environment? Number 3, where can you look for inspiration? Is there a movie that really embodies this vibe or specific emotions that you want to evoke from them? One of my favorite things to do to create more honest connection to my shoot is actually to read articles from therapists that suggest questions couples can ask one another to bring them closer together in their relationship. Number 4, your client's pain point. You can use any pain points you may have identified from talking with your clients to create prompts and prioritize what and how you photograph their session and tell their story. For example, maybe mom let you know that she booked this session because she's never in any photos and she really wants to capture this time with her kids before they're too big to hold in her lap. This inspires me to do 2 very significant things. The first is it's going to be important to me to spend time with just mom alone to create some really amazing images of just her in all of her beauty and radiance. I'm also really going to prioritize spending time with just her and each member of the family one-on-one, showing how beautifully they fit together. Okay, and prompt number 5. What would you like to do more of? Are there any photography techniques that you've been dying to incorporate into your sessions, but always feel like you run out of time or you're just too scared to start? Keep a list of them and choose just one that you're going to spend even just 5 minutes trying out at your next session. Okay, now before this session, instead of scrolling other people's work, what you're going to do is go over this entry and really visualize what all of this looks like during the session. I like to go early and sit in the space I'll be shooting to really inspire me. The goal is not to cloud your brain with a bunch of things that you need to memorize. I mean, honestly, just remembering everyone's name through a whole shoot is hard enough for me. So what you're doing is really infusing yourself with all of the feeling you want this session to have. And by visualizing these things with the actual people that are going to be in the photos, using them and the location to inspire you, you're going to create better work that feels like you. Your mind won't be clouded and preoccupied with all of these shots you're trying to memorize that you saw before, and you're able to be fully present and tuned into your clients, and then you're able to work from a place of inspiration instead of duplication. Okay, if you found this video helpful and would love to dive deeper into my techniques and what this process looks like, I would love to invite you to join my emotive posing course. Registration is open for the next few days, and I would love to help guide you on your photography journey to create more fulfilling work. I also host lots of discussions on the topics covered here on Clubhouse, so you can follow me at Twyla Jones and be sure to hit the bell to be notified anytime I'm speaking anywhere. Tune in tomorrow for part 3, where we'll be discussing how to connect with your ideal client, exploring their pain points, and how you can serve them best.